All right, here we go. Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. And today brings us hashtag 4th Art Saturday, hashtag hats. Ha ha ha, chapeaus, my friends. So I have a piece of shorthand book page. We used a stencil with some sunflower color archival ink. Oh, you know it. Ingredients in the description below the video, y'all. Along with helpful, handy dandy links. Because this is a hop. Please hop along with us as we can see what everybody does with hats. So these are alteration tags, and they have a perforation in them. I didn't want them to tear it apart, especially not easily. Not that they necessarily would have. So anyway, we glued some washi tape over that, and the washi tape is kind of what gave me the colors I'm using. And that is a big postage stamp IDK. Who's the manufacturer? Okay, IDK in the description means I don't know. Okay, so we're using this stamp, which is in the description, because I have that knowledge, or that piece of paper, whatever. And we're stamping using sienna. I like that color. I think it's a nice red. It's, you know, somewhat subdued, but it's definitely a red. Heat gun, y'all. I think I used the heat gun a couple times to just make sure everything's nice and dry and all tidy before I go fingering it up, because I'm cutting stuff out. Okay, these little girls, they so stinking cute, y'all. Anyway, hats. Okay, some of the stuff, or I don't know, I used all the hats that were shown in the the picture at the very beginning for what I would be using, that one. And I decided we were going to have brown bowlers, so they're getting done in brown ink. And the party hats that are there didn't make the cut in the end at all, so, you know, disregard those. In disregard to double stamping. My project kind of grew just a little, but you know, I'm kind of known for my projects growing just a little bit sometimes. I need to re-ink that blue ink pad, but I've been thinking I might ought to just get a small size, because, you know, that's a lot of ink on that big blue ink pad. Just saying. So we're going to cut out all our chapeaus. Guy, aka hats, and this is where I cut them all out, y'all. And I did some, I think I did, oh bless you, champ, hang on, he's okay, y'all. Anyways, did some color pencil work, and I think I used some ink pens or whatnot, and you know, eventually I put diamonds on there, because you know, you need some diamonds. So we're gluing the shorthand book page onto the back of the tag. And I did make a little pocket, y'all, because, you know, it's me. Pockets are necessary. They are a necessary item. So in order for my hats to stay on my little girls, we're going to use the tin caps, which is a roofing supply in the hardware store, all right? And this way it saves you magnets. And at first I was going to put the tin cap behind the girl's head, and then I thought, well, that's not going to save me any magnets, is it? Not really. So I thought, I need to put the tin cap. Let's see my finger going right there. I'm like, yeah, I need to put the magnet behind her head, and the tin cap, which is a metal thing. It's tin, y'all. Tin, tin. On the hat part, okay? So we're just using a little double-sided tape, stick our little magnet down, and we're going to cover it up with some scrap paper. I have, you know, desk scraps, y'all. And so we're going to do that, and then I will also do the same thing with all the little tin cap pieces, which you can cut with just a regular pair of scissors, okay? I will double tape them on the back of the hats and we'll cover them up with a piece of scrap paper. Now, my mother would not be happy with the way I finished off the backs of these hats in the back. You know, she just wouldn't have been. You got to finish it off and make it look pretty from the inside and the outside, right? But that's okay. We didn't do it. So don't look at the backs of the hats because they're not necessarily pretty. They're just really not. They're okay. So anyway, cardstock as well. Just saying. So we do that for all of them. Okay. And I have some little bunny ears. I don't know if you see them up there in the upper left-hand corner, but they some little teeny tiny bunny ears. And I kind of wish I'd have just left them off. They're all right. They're all right. But, you know, I think I wished I'd have left them off. So we're going to glue them onto the backs of their heads because there's not enough room for, you know, tin cap on there. Isn't that funny? Put a aluminum foil on your head so the aliens can't read your brains. Anyway, they still can, y'all. It don't make no difference. They know what they know. See how well those hats just go right on their heads and just stay where they go. Okay? Oh, the little bunny ears are sticking out just a little bit, so I did a little trimming. And then we're back to the pocket on the back of the tag, and it is, you know, it's just a book page, so it's not really heavy duty. And I'm like, oh, I didn't put a thumb notch in there. I really need thumb notch. This is where I was going to house the little hats, okay? That's our theme, hats, y'all. So I punched out a little teeny tiny thumb notch. And now I'm going to, now I'm trimming that. It had a point on it. I didn't like it. So she's also going to be a pocket because I'm like, why pass up an opportunity for another pocket? Whether we ever put anything in there doesn't matter. It's still a pocket. It's still a pocket. So, I just made two. You know, sometimes I randomly give stuff away. But it would only be one. Anyways, if we did that. If you leave a kind comment. Okay. So, I wasn't happy with the pocket because I felt like it'd be too hard to get the hats in and out. So I thought, well, we'll just make a little fold over envelope kind of thing. But it don't got no. My English is perfection. Okay. There's no flap on this little envelope. So it's just kind of like a little folded piece of paper with the ends glued shut. Okay. And we're going to put a thumb notch. We're actually going to put a thumb notch in these things. And I was going to do both sides. And I'm like, no, I fold that out and just put the thumb notch on one side because you don't need it on two. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess that sounds more butter anyway. So, you know. Always second guessing myself. Oh, for heaven's sakes, y'all. I do speak English. And look at me gluing the top of that closed. Fortunately, it didn't stick that well. I got it back open. It was perfectly fine. I said it's perfectly fine. Okay. So then I had the issue of the thumb notch. See, the little hats just go right in there. So it's hats off, hats on. Kind of like a waxing situation. And I thought, I need a little something on there. And I thought about doing a tab. And I'm like, no, I don't want to mess with a tab. And I thought, I got this stupid little tiny thumb notch. So I filled it in with a piece of washi tape. All right, so the sticky side is pointing up, and I'm going to put glue. And now we're putting the other washi tape on top of it. So, you know, that fills in that little accidental thumb notch that just was not making me happy. So, and we're using our washi. One of my goals for the year, y'all. I may not be using much of it, but I'm using it, okay? And that's a good thing. So we're going to put some little washies on there because, you know, you need it in another place or two or three or something like that. And I'm like, okay, well, that's just fine because it looks good on there, y'all. It makes me stinking happy. Now, I'd already done the other one. And yes, we are in hyperdrive speed, y'all, because, you know, you only got so much time to spend hopping with us. We do appreciate you hopping with us. Hey, speaking of, please leave a kind comment, a thumb up, and share my fellow hoppers' videos, y'all. Also, if you're not already subscribed to them and you happen to like what you see, which I'm sure you will, go ahead and subscribe to them. Click their bells for notifications if you have your YouTube account set up to receive said notifications. So we put a little of the washi on front because you could see it sticking out, you know, of the little pocket there. Okay, and these tags came with just plain white regular string, you know. Okay, so I will put those back in there, and I did ink around everything. Y'all didn't need to see me do that, did you? Don't you know? You know how to ink around stuff. Okay, so now we're going to put a piece of washi on the side of our little envelope thingy. Okay. It gives us something to grab a hold of so we can slide it in and out. It does. Yeah, just trimming it up because some people, you know, have issues matching edges and whatnot. It's all perfectly fine. And I'm going to say it here again because I probably missed it when we did it. I don't know. See, this slides right in there. It's perfect. Here's a little flippy floppy time. See the back? Got my little stamp on there now. Here's our little thing that holds our little hat. Now, you know, whoever gets it can do whatever they want to with the little hats. They just have the little tin cap on there. You would have to use a magnet if you didn't keep them on the... Isn't that fun? They look so fun. Little silly kids with them little silly hats on. Oh, don't forget she's a pocket. Here's the other one. Almost exactly like this. Both of them, they're almost the same twins, but they're not twins. I think it's the same kid. Anyway, see? Put diamonds on there when y'all weren't looking. Ta-da! Photo montage. Like I said, please follow the hop. Enjoy yourselves. Kind comments, like, share, subscribes, all that good stuff because it makes the YouTube analytical team happy when y'all do that, which in turn makes the creators happy as well. I love the crown. The crown is my favorite, just saying, because I have a crown as well. No, not that big, not that fancy. Well, it's pretty fancy, but you know, mine's real. That's the paper one. Mine's not paper. Okay, look at the back. Even the back looks fun, y'all. Thanks for watching and happy arting, y'all.